Why are we arguing?
Oh, interesting. So it's probably good for nice guys.
Test, test. Test, test. Test, test.
Welcome to the stream, guys. Today we're going to be opening some Murders at Karlov Manor. It's a new Magic set that's coming out this Friday. We're also going to go over what exactly a play booster is. So I have this little sheet of paper here that kind of explains what all is in a play booster. They are a draftable booster that will be replacing both draft and set boosters. So it's a little weird, kind of funky, somewhere in between the two. You'll have 1 to 6 common slots. You'll have your list slot from set boosters. Usually it can be, well, looks like it's either or. So it can be a list slot card or a common. And then you have 8 through 10 in the list. So it looks like 3 slots are uncommons. What is this? Slot 11 is either a rare or mythic rare, so that's not too different from like your classic draft booster, where you have that one slot that can be a rare, mythic rare kind of deal. Basic land, same as draft. Looks like we're getting a wild card slot. That actually sounds cool. So I assume that just means it can be any kind of card, common for mythic rare. Looks like you get 1 non-foil and 1 foil. That's nothing new, Dave. Also, keep it family friendly, please. And then 15 is an add, token, helper, or art card. I actually don't know how I feel about that, but putting the art card in kind of a random slot, so you're not guaranteed an art card in these packs. That's kind of interesting. And then it has a little star thing that says may contain booster fun, and that is next to literally every single one except for the add token. I don't know exactly what that means. Okay. But I assume that means that there's special things that happen depending on the set. So I believe with this one, there's the I can't remember what the exact term for it is, but the like case file arts. So it has like a briefing on like the character that looks like it's from like a detective. I believe that's what the star is referring to, things like that. Other than that, that's kind of it for a play booster. It's like I said, kind of like a weird spot between a draft and a set. It's got a little bit of both. So with that, let's get right to my favorite part, crack some boosters. We'll get started with the play booster, and then I have a collector's box here as well, so we'll do a little bit of both. See what we get. We get a box topper. No box topper on there. All right. Let's start this open. Alright. Crack one up and see what we get. Actually, I wonder what the draft archetypes are for this set. We're going back to Ravnica, which is one of my personal favorites. If you know me, you know I play a lot of Golgari, so going back to this plane is always going to be good. Yeah, it looks like they have the classic kind of Ravnica set, so it's all 2 colors, and it looks like it is just all 10 of the guilds. Let's see if anything's changed. No, this looks like a pretty classic Ravnica set with the new glue mechanic, so excited to see how that goes. Are these might be Japanese booster? I think these are mystery boosters, or are Japanese boosters, so they're packaged backwards. So if I go like this, this is common. Rakish Scoundrel, right off the gates, a Golgari card. I'm on board. Death Touch, each battlefield, turn face up. Target creature gains indestructible into turn. So we're doing face up cards again. Like check here. Each battlefield, target opponent exiles a card from their hand. That's pretty good. Market Watch Phantom. Creature with power 2, less interest battlefield under control, gains fly. Vaishinos, nice. Rebel Belt Record attacks. If he's not suspected, you may suspect it. Okay, so that's a new mechanic. A suspected creature has menace and can't block. Okay. Rebel Belt Maverick. Surveil 2, that's not a new mechanic, that's a classic Ravnica one. Look at the card, you either put it in your graveyard, keep it there, and then you can exile him from your graveyard to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Oh, one of the full arts. I didn't know you could get those in a common slot. I don't know what's going on here. Dramatic Accusation. Enchant creature. When dramatic accusation enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Target creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap. And then you can pay 2 blue to shuffle the creature into its owner's library. That's pretty cool art. Look at that. That's a nice full art. Just a common too. That's kind of funky. Usually they only do that for like special reprints or like the new art styles. Not common. So that's pretty cool. Thinking cap. Okay, so +1/+2, and then if you have a creature with the detective type, you can put it for 1. Otherwise, it's 3. Oh, another full art and another weird slot. So it's an uncommon. Deadly Complication. You can destroy a creature or put a +1/+1 on a suspect. Okay, seems like Rakdos Black is all about suspects. Living Conundrum. You draw a card while there's no cards in it. Skip that draw instead. Oh, so you can't die to deck it. That's cool. As long as there are no cards in your library, he becomes a 10/10 with Flying and Vigilance. That's spooky. Detective Satchel, and just battlefield investigate, so that means make a clue token. Everybody knows what those are. You can tap it to create a 1/1 colorless Thopter. Activate only if you sacrifice an artifact. That's pretty cool. Mystery Spy, some more disguise stuff, some Merfolk support, that's always cool. Turn face up. To a combat image player, you investigate. Got some Case, which looks like it works like a Saga. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, so whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. To solve, if you gain 5 or more life this turn, solve to sacrifice this Case creature cards in your graveyard, and you may cast this card from your graveyard until the end of the turn. So it looks like you play this, and it's an enchantment that sits there, has a passive effect, but then if you meet a certain requirement, so this one's in this case is gain 5 or more life in a turn, you can activate its solved effect, so you can sacrifice it to get its effect, and that one is one that's very interesting. Our foil is Make Your Move. Looks like just a classic white root spell. A basic forest, and then actually I was wrong about that last slot for the add token helper art card. It is an art card on one side, and then a token on the other. So it looks like it's kind of a split. That is, I don't know how I feel about that. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, some of these are really cool, and I like that they're not just in like the rare and mythic rare slot. This is literally a common and an uncommon. It seems like you'll probably get a few of them. And then we got one of the full arts here. We have the full art land for this set. Nice looking forest. Looks like just like a Celestia kind of guild hanging out. That's pretty cool. So now we've kind of got to break down, found some of the mechanics, and start ripping through these. If I find anything cool, I'll stop and talk about it. But otherwise, I'm excited to see what's all in the set. I have not looked a ton. Go from the back. Granite Witness. Repeat Offender. Novice Inspector. Vengeful Creeper. Point Elemental Disguise. Ooh. Jaded Analyst. Nervous Gardener. So lots of these disguise cards. That looks fun. Lots of flipping cards around. That was fun back in Concept of here. Oh, here's one of the case arts we were talking about. So it looks like a case file about this one's Curious Cadaver. Flying, when you sacrifice a clue, you can return it from your graveyard to your hand. It's just a 3/1 with flying. That's pretty cool. I don't know, I like that art. That's pretty cool. I'm going to set all these over here. Harry Dronesmith, some more red Thopter support. Cool. Oh, we got another case. These ones are interesting. I'm excited to read these cases. Enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Solve 3 or more creature cards you put into graveyards from anywhere. And then if you solve it, it becomes a 4/4 Gorgon creature with Death Touch and Lifelink. Okay, so once you do it, it's a 1-mana 4/4. That's pretty cool. Got another art. This one's on a rare slot. Wojciech Investigator. Angel Detective, Flying Vigilant, beginning of your upkeep. Investigate once for each opponent has more cards in hand than you. So every time you have an opponent with more cards, you get to make a token that lets you draw more cards. That's pretty cool. Oh, and we got our first mythic. Etrata, Deadly Fugitive. Vampire Assassin, Death Touch. Face down creatures you control have 2 blue black. Turn this creature face up. If you can't exile it, then you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. And then whenever an assassin you control deals combat damage to a player, cloak the top card of that player's library. I don't know what cloak is. I believe that's an effect that lets you just put any card face down, kind of like one of these disguise cards. Yeah, happy to be live streaming again. Hope to do it more. We shall see. Just kind of got busy there for a while. Well, let me pull out that special art and put aside Trada as well. We got last couple cards here. Our foil is a Gearbane Orangutan. And, ooh, a foil fort. It's like Rakdos' Citadel, if I had to guess. Look at that thing. That's pretty sweet. Or are they all just of the Manor? Maybe they're all just of the Manor. Kind of trippy, honestly. Looking at it, it looks like one of those weird, like, stair paintings. It looks like all the stairs go in different directions and are endless. And then an Imp token. That looks like fun. 2/2 that when it dies deals 2 damage to an opponent. And then it's an ad on the other side. So yeah, it looks like those token cards are kind of split on the back. So you kind of get a mix. Alright. Start with these. Sanguine Savior. Alley Assailant. Excuse me. Yeah, lots of disguise stuff. Basic land cycling. Galvanize is back. 2 damage to a creature. If you draw 2 more cards this turn, Galvanize does 5 damage. Hot Shot Investigators. Airtight Alibi. You can make things lose suspect. So yeah, it gains hexproof until end of turn. If it's a suspect, it's no longer suspected, and then it gets +2/+2 and is immune to being a suspect. That's pretty cool. Perimeter Enforcer, enters battlefield, in control, turn face up. So he likes it when things are turned face up. That's cool. Some wall stuff. Tap target creature. You may put a stun counter, and if you do, put a stun counter on my wall. That's pretty neat. New legendary card. Pulse Mirror, Midnight's Light. Lifelink 3/2 for 5. When he enters the battlefield, create Voja Fenstalker. Oh, okay, returning character there. That's cool. Legendary 5/5, green and white wolf. Creature token you trample. Whenever a wolf you control attacks, if Pulse Mirror attack this turn, target creature an opponent controls blocks that wolf with his combat able. Okay, cool. So you can use it as like neat creature removal. Our foil is a Night Drinker Moroi. Just a mountain. It's a cool looking mountain. I dig it. And then the back here is an art card, but it is just an art card. Nothing on the back. That's really interesting. That slot is kind of the weirdest part of these packs to me so far. Keep going. Rack Scoundrel. Already like that guy. Agency Coroner. Seasoned Consultant. Pick your poison. So another one of those modal cards. Sacrifices an artifact. Sacrifice an enchantment. Each opponent sacrifices a creature with flying. That is a very good card. Dramatic Accusation. Oh, that's the normal art of the floor we got over here. Let's see if we can see the difference of those. A little hard. There we go. So kind of related. I really like these full art. And again, I really like that they're coming out of like common slots too. That is pretty dope. Keep going. Suspicious Detonation. Spell can't be countered. Love to see that red. Lumbering Laundry. That's funny. A Laundry Golem. You may look at until end of turn. You may look at face down creatures you don't control at any time. Okay, so you can look at your opponent's disguised creatures. That's pretty cool. Okay. Aftermath Analyst. Enters battlefield mill 3. Return all lands from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. That is a card I will absolutely play. Karlov Watchdog. Permanent control can't be turned up turn face up during your turn. Okay, cool. So you can't turn your disguise cards up on your opponent's turn. That's pretty cool. Sharp-Eyed Rookies are rare. Whenever a creature in this battlefield you control powers greater than Sharp-Eyed Rookies' power or toughness, put a +1/+1 counter on it and investigate. So it's evolved, but it also investigates. That's pretty cool. Dog Walker, Disguise, turn face up, make 2 dogs. And that is the swamp. And then the last one is a token and an art card mixed. Again, I don't know how I feel about these ones. I like my art cards, but I don't like my art cards attached to tokens. And I wonder what like the odds of that are. I wonder if there's like certain art cards attached to tokens, or if we're gonna have like a weird lottery to like find the right token with this cool art I like on the back. It's kind of interesting. And a card here for this range. Alright. Crowd Control Warden. Macabre Reconstruction. Makeshift Binding. Shock. Shock is back. Love that card. Loving some mono red. Might actually be able to do some burn and standard. Oh, Slime Against Humanity! Let's go. This is a cool card. It's a common that works kind of like Shadowborn Apostle. If you know that card, you can put as many of them you want in your deck. Very fun. Demand Answers. Neighborhood Guardian. Undercity Eliminator. Concealed Weapon. That's a weapon with disguise. Oh, looks like there's new tap lands. Into battlefield tapped, and then you get to surveil, so that's pretty cool. Rather than scry, good for graveyard decks. Roar of the Old Gods, new Glow Legend. Other creatures you control have haste. Whenever one or more face-down creatures you control do combat damage to a player, draw a card. Whenever a face-down creature you control dies, return the battlefield face down under its opponent's control. And if it's a permanent card, then turn it face up. That's pretty cool. Agency Corner, and then we got an art card. It looks like the special art for Aurelia. And everything you see here, if you like any of these cards, it will be up at the front. Available for sale. Karlov gets released on Friday. Dog Walker. Rod Farm Mortipede. Job. Red Herring, that's funny. Behind the mask, there's another mask. Airtight Alibi. Undercover Crocodile. Gotta love Submit cards. Eliminate the Impossible. Another special art. Wisp Drinker Vampire. That's pretty cool. Long Goodbye. A black removal spell that cannot be countered. Eat your heart out, blue players. Glint Weaver. Pyrotechnic Performer. I have seen this card already. This card looks ridiculous. So he's disguised for 1 red, 2 to cast normally for a 3/2, so already above rate. And then whenever him or another creature is turned face up, that creature deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. That is insane. A foil Lumbering Laundry and a foil Plains. That's very, very cool art. I like that. Put that over there. Pick these up. So the card that everybody else is excited about in this set, I haven't seen a whole lot, but I do know there is a Simic counterspell I definitely want for my Swarmlord deck. And I have a buddy that is very excited for the new Aurelia. Sacrifice an artifact to discard a card. Demand Answers. Again, in the common 4, that's pretty cool. And that looks like a pretty good red draw spell. Topiary Panther, Gearbane Orangutan, Future Gods and Spectre, Convenient Targets, Private Eye. It looks like Detective Tribal is a thing, because all other detectives fall in The Killer Among Us. Outrageous Robbery. Target opponent until the top cards, X cards of the library face down. You look at and play those cards as long as they cap spell, so you can spend mana for mana. and it attacks. I want that in my gift deck. That sounds really fun. Oh, we got a foil of these Florence. It doesn't add up. 2 black 3. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Suspect it. That's pretty cool. Those look nice. Last card is a Plains, and then a card card. Oh, some double cards. Forgot they're bringing these back. This is a Ravnica Classic. Target creature attacks or blocks its turn if able. Creature you control get +2/+2 and can trample on turn. Turn creature you control face. Hustle and bustle. That's pretty cool. Well, Radical. Cyclops guy. Hunted Bone Brute. It's our rare. A 3-mana 6/2 menace. When he enters the battlefield, target opponent creates 2 1/1 white dog creature tokens. Some weird dog synergy stuff too. That's cool. When he dies, each opponent loses 3 life, and he's got disguise for 2. A foil Perimeter Enforcer and a foil land. Attached to another full art here. Or another card. That's pretty cool. Some very cool cards. I already saw a couple, but I definitely want to grab it and put it in some decks. Another Dog Walker, Reconstruction, Inside Source, Vengeful Creeper, Reasonable Doubt, Innocent Bystander, Benthic Criminologist, again, more Merfolk stuff. Case of the Shattered Pact, okay. So another case cards, these are really interesting. So when it enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. To solve this one, if there are 5 colors among permanents you control, and then if you've solved it at the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gains flying, double strike, and vigilance until end of turn. So these are cool enchantments that like give you like a little side quest, and if you do it, you solve the case, and you get a bonus. Usually it seems like either like I got this one that turns into a 4/4, this one that gives you a sacrifice effect, or this one is just like a persistent every turn effect. So that's pretty cool. Meddling Utes, Cornered Crook, Fester Leech, Zombie Leech. Please comment extra player and mill 2 cards. It's +2/+2 until end of turn. That's pretty cool. Another legend, Ezran Agency Chief. When he enters the battlefield, investigate twice. If you pay 1 sacrifice artifact, he gains your choice of vigilance, life, or hexproof until end of turn. Pretty cool. A foil detective satchel. Night Watch. Crown Control Warden. Cerebral Confiscation. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Target opponent gains hand by choosing a non-land card, and they discard. Chases on. Tunnel Tipster. Mole Scout. That's adorable. Okay. So it gets bigger when you play face down cards. Oh boy. The very card. Excited for this. Crawl Whipcracker. Black green reach with 3/2. When he enters the battlefield, destroy target token and opponent controls. So it's something that focuses down tokens. Sounds like probably going after clues with this set. I don't know how I feel about that. It's at least above rate and it's got reach. So not an awful card, very interesting. Slimy Dual Leech. That's a weird looking one. Flourishing Bloomkin. Gets +1/+1 for each forest control. Vengeful Tracker. Oh, buddy, this is one I was excited about. Golgari Mythic. Instant. As an additional cost to cast the spell, collect Evidence X, where X is the total mana value of permanents the spell targets. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, up to 1 target enchantment, and up to 1 target planeswalker. So I believe what Gathering Evidence is exiling things from your graveyard. I have to find a card that explains that rule. So if I remember, it's something to do with exiling cards from your graveyard. Full Crime Stopper Spikes, and Treacherous Terrain. Full art. Again, these arts are beautiful. And then a token sheet. Looks like we got some poison counters, -1/-1, flying. Case solved for marking a safety solved. Suspected. And then the same thing on the other side. Looks like there's an unlocked token. I don't know what that means. Haven't seen that part too, so hopefully we'll see something there. Cool. You can probably hear it's bustling right here. Lots of people coming in playing here. Having a great time. Alright, we got an escape tunnel. Tap, sacrifice, search library for basic card, put it on the battlefield tapped. Or you can tap and sack it, target creature with power 2 or less, can't be blocked this turn. So that's kind of cool. Utility Terramorphic Expanse, that's neat. Toxin Analysis. Griffknot Tracker. Gearbane Orangutan. Rebel Belt Maverick. Cold Case Cracker. Thinking Cat. Soul Innervation. Flash. When Soul Innervation is battlefield, target creature gets -4/-4 until the turn. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay, so he's got a Sir Conrad effect strapped to him, but with a drain instead of just pain. And then it's also a piece of removal. That's pretty cool. And I'm loving these full art. This is a counterspell I was excited for, again, for my Stormlord deck. Blue-green X, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, then you counter a spell unless its controller plays mana equal to the greatest power of the creature you control. So for your big green stompy Simic decks, nice counterspell to have there. Policy got about. A wrench. That's a fun equipment. What is this? Gets +1/+1, has vigilance, and pay 3 tap target creature. You can pay 2 and sack it. Draw a card. Oh! I'm seeing now some of these equipments also have the clue subtypes. So anyone who cares about clues can use these. That's pretty cool. They did that a little bit with food stuff in the Eldraine. Sounds like they're doing the same thing here. Vicious Interrogation. This will cost blue-white cast, targeting on the first. Choose any number of target players. Investigate X times. X is the total number of creatures those players control. That would be mean if you did that to a Goblin deck. That would be fun. Museum Nightwatch. I hope there's a Goblin archetype. I do know there's a new Krenko in here somewhere, so hopefully he is insane. We got a detective token. That's neat. Lots of fun Goblin synergy. Yeah, so curious what that unlock token is talking about. Speaking of goblins, here we go. Gadget Technician. Technician. Rock Farm Mortipede. Another full art here on the job. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. Investigate. Public Thoroughfare. New land. Enters battlefield tap. Enters battlefield tap. Enters battlefield sacrifice unless you tap untapped artifacts or land you control. Okay, so another one of those weird, I give you all mana colors unless you sacrifice things you don't sacrifice lands. Nervous Gardener. Hotshot Investigators. Gearbane Orangutan. Soul Innervation. Neighborhood Guardian. Another Repulsive Mutation. Giant Weaver. Conspiracy Unraveler. Oh, that's a mythic. What am I doing? 5 and 2 blue, flying. You may collect 10 evidence rather than pay the mana cost for spells you cast. Okay, so now we can see what collect evidence means exactly. To collect evidence 10, exile cards with total mana value 10 or greater from your graveyard. So I was right. It is about exiling cards from your graveyard, but it's about exiling cards up to a certain mana value. So that one's pretty cool. Slice from the Shadows. This is another black removal spell that cannot be countered. It's awesome. Looks like black control is going to be nuts. We got another ad with a Thopter on the back. That's a cute new Thopter token. I dig it. Looks like this is the Ooze token for the Slime Against Humanity card. I'm very, very excited for that card. Alright, we got Havda Vigilante. Very sweet. Another 4 Slice from the Shadows. This is that removal card we were looking at. Another black uncounterable removal. That is super cool. Slime Against Humanity, another one. Let's go. We're going to get 50 of them out of the deck. It's going to be awful. Bubble Smuggler. This guy's stealing bubbles. That's hilarious. Octopus Fish. That's hilarious. Fate Flight, a double full art pack here. Flash Enchant Creature. When Fate Flight enters the battlefield, change your creature gets +1/+1. Night Drinker Roy. Team Street Gossip. Shadowy Backstreet. This is another one of those Soul Veil tap lands. Again, will be great in graveyard decks. Fanatical Strength. Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample. And 12 basic. Again, we got a auto add with a Ooze token for the Slime Against Humanity card here. Very cool. Very, very cool. Seasoned Consultant. Very sweet. Basilica Stalker. Has the Vigilante, Projector, Inspector. Demand Answers again. They went this way. Search library for basic land on the battlefield, tap, then investigates. Call a surprise witness. Oh gosh, it's a ghost. How can I see this? Reckless Detective. Sacrifice an artifact, discard a card, do draw a card, and he gets +2/+0. Lots of red card draw, that's cool to see. Clandestine Meddler. Archdruid's Charm. Okay, this is our rare. Choose three green, instant, choose one. Search your library for a creature or land card, reveal it. Put it on the battlefield, tap if it's a land card, otherwise put it in your hand and shuffle. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Or exile target artifact or enchantment. I'm loving these modal cards. In one card. Analyze the Pollen. Got one of my Golgari favorites here. That's a Zoning Thousand Eyes. Looking at an additional cost to spell cast. There's an additional cost to cast the spell. You may collect 8 evidence. Search your library for a basic land card. If evidence was collected, instead search your library for a creature or land card. Reveal that card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. That's pretty cool. Foil Shock. Again, glad to see that reprint. Here's the full art swamp. First one we've seen. Loving these full arts. They're so cool. We got an ad with a thumb. Make your move. Grant Witness. Snarling Warhound. Hot Shot Investigators. Goblin Maskmaker. Tunnel Tipster. Again, that mole is adorable. It doesn't add up. Another dual card. That's so cool. Cease and Desist. Love it. Exile up to 2 target cards from the single graveyard. Target player gains 2 life and draws a card. Or destroy all artifacts and enchantments. That's a fun card. Hard-hitting question. Breakout. And our rare is a Fugitive Codebreaker. This is a Goblin with Prowess and Haste. That's cool. Disguise, 5 and a red. Its cost is reduced by 1 for each instant sorcery in the graveyard. When he's turning face up, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Okay, so another red draw. Cool. Burden Free. Oh, and our first list slot card, we got Duskmantle House of Shadow, the Demir Place of Being. That's pretty cool. Target player puts the top card of his library into the graveyard. It's a land that knows you. Cool. I don't want to deal with it. Here we go. Got an art card with a token on the back. That's a cool blue token. That's cool. Some ooze stuff. I like mixing oozes. Alright. Griffon Tracker. Gadget Technician. Analysis. Red Herring. Locks on Eavesdropper.
I love red herring. It's a very funny pun.
Sanitation Automation. Cool. Soul Search. Cool. Candlestick. Clue Equipment. Cool. Equip creature gets +1/+1 whenever it attacks. Surveil 2. And then it's got Clue Rules, pay 2, sack, draw a card. Hedge Whisperer. Hedge Maze, there's that Surveil land. Ooh, we got the new Niv Mizzet, that's pretty cool. Flying Hexproof for multicolored, whenever he deals combat damage to a player, it deals X damage to any targets. Target player draws X cards. You gain X life, where X is the number of different color pairs among permanents you control that are exactly 2 colors. So you want to play a bunch of dual cards. That is super cool. Sounds like a pain in the butt deck to build, but sounds fun. Oh, there he is. That's the guy I was looking for. Foil Krenko. 3 mana, 3/3 with haste. Tap, sacrifice an artifact, put a +1/+1 goblin, +1/+1 counter on each goblin you control. So the other 2 Krenkos make goblins. This one pumps them. That's cool. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay a red. If you do, make a 1/1 goblin creature token, and it gains haste until end of turn. Pretty good synergy there between the Krenkos. Gonna put that over there. Definitely won't be stealing that. Some cool art of Aurelia. And Swamp. Golgari Swamp. I dig it. It's full of mushrooms. That's awesome. Escape Tunnel. Like Doorhound. Demonstrated Phantom. Demonstration is an old removal spell. Demonstration just means you can kick out of a window. That's pretty great. Bite Down on Crime, Projector Inspector, Goblin Massacre, Sanitation Automation, that same dual face card from before, Undercity Eliminator, Pompous Gadabout, Melvin Lamassu. Rare is a Steam Core Scholar, Weird Detective 2/2, Flying Vigilance. Use battlefield, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards, and then you discard a sorcery or a card with Pollution Canazar Foil, and we got a Forest, and a Forward of Rakdos. That thing is sweet. And on the back, nope, just a full art card. Is there a new Rakdos? Patron of Chaos, looks like it. That's something cool. I love the Rakdos cards, they're very, very fun. Hope this one is also Tekken cool. Inside Source. Rakish Scoundrel, Unscrupulous Agent, Cold Case Crank, Offender at Large, another Slime Against Humanity. There's 3 out of 50. Let's do it. V2 Gauzy Inspector, not on my watch. Exile target attacking creature. 4. Again, loving that slot. It's so cool. Magnetic Snuffler. What am I looking at? It's an anteater with a magnet strapped to its face. Oh, we got another case. That's cool. Case of the Trampled Garden. When case enters battlefield, there should be 2 +1/+1 counters among 1 or 2 creatures you control. You solve it if you have total power 8 or greater on the battlefield, and then if it solves, whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature you trample until end of turn. That sounds pretty good. Case File Auditor. Another case for a rare here. Case of the Stashed Skeleton. When it enters the battlefield, make a 2/1 black skeleton and suspect it. To solve it, you control no suspected skeletons. A couple ways you could do that. Pay 2, sacrifice this case, search your library for a card, put it in your hand, then shuffle, activate it, use a sorcery. So that is a case that turns into a tutor. That's pretty cool. Rune Brand Juggler. Suspects creatures. Cool. Forest, and another token card. Another make your move. Dogwalker. Unscrupulous Agent. Shock. Pick your poison. Deduce. Magnify Glass. Cool. Frantic Scapegoat. What the heck is going on there? Mike would love this card. Screaming Goat. 1/1 haste when he enters the battlefield. Suspect it. Whenever one of our creatures in the battlefield you control, if he is suspected, you may suspect one of your other creatures. If you do, he becomes unsuspected. Furtive Courier. Another case of the Burning Masks. When this enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to target creature the opponent controls. Solve 3 or more sources you control dealt damage this turn. Sacrifice, exile the top 2 cards of your library, choose one of them, you may play that card this time. Forum Familiar. And then our rare is a Lamplight Phoenix. Flying, when he dies, you may exile and collect 4 evidence. If you do, return to the battlefield tapped. That's pretty cool. Gravestone Strider, I love that art. 2 mana, 1/3 golem. Pay, add 1 mana any color. Exile him, exile target card from the phrase. And then a Plains, and a add with a Merfolk. Very cool. Defender, Time Stopper Spiked, Magnifying Glass, Innocent Bystander, Fanatical Strength, Chalk Outline. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token with Investigate. That's pretty cool. Fuss and Bother. Put a +1/+1 counter on each attacking creature you control. Create 3/1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying. Exit Specialist. Oh, Crime Novelist. Okay, so this card is already causing problems. 3 mana, 1/3. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on Crime Novelist and add a red. So imagine you're doing that with treasure tokens. Every time you sacrifice a token, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on him and make 2 mana. So that's pretty crazy. So the current combo is if you do, what's his name? Dockside Extortionist, and then that guy, you have basically infinite mana. That's pretty cool. Rare is Cryptex. 2 mana artifact with tap, collect 3 evidence, add 1 mana of any color, put unlock counter on Cryptex, so this is what those unlock counters are for. Cool, we finally found out. You can sacrifice it, fail 3, then draw 3 cards, activate only if it has 5 or more unlock counters on it. Okay. We're going to Full Foil Unauthorized Exit. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, surveil 1. That's pretty cool. A mountain, and it looks like we got the special art of that legendary Bolt, the Droll guy. Yaris, Roar of the Old Gods. That's pretty fun. That thing looks pretty sweet, not gonna lie. All over the magic art. Magic art. Fairy Sleep. Toxin Analysis. Has Vigilante. Pick your poison. Out Cold. Felonious Rage. Suspicious Detonation. Doesn't add up. Another 4 there. Long Goodbye. Concealed Weapon. Oh, a new Azoni here. Elf Detective Menace. Whenever she enters the battlefield or attacks, you may collect evidence 4. If you do, create 2/2/1 black and green spider creature tokens with Menace and Reach. And then you can sacrifice 4 tokens, surveil 2, and draw 2 cards, and you gain 2 life. That's pretty cool. And a Mythic, we got the Planeswalker for this set, Kaya, Spirit's Justice. What is this? Starts with 3 loyalty. Whenever one or more creatures you control and/or creature cards in your graveyard are put into exile, you may choose a creature card from among them until end of turn. Target token you control becomes a copy of it, except it has flying. +2, surveil 2, then exile a card from a graveyard. +1, put a white and black spirit creature token onto the battlefield. And then -2, exile target creature you control. For each other player, exile up to 1 target creature that player controls. Okay. That's pretty cool. Oh, and then we got the special art of Krenko, foil. That's pretty cool. We saw what he did earlier, but now we got the cool art. Look at this. It's Krenko, being a snob. That's funny. Foil Island, and some more. There's 2 over here.
Perpetual
Warden, Slice from the Shadows, Auspicious Arrival, Fanatical Strength, Magnifying Glass, Unauthorized Exit, Galvanize, Whisper Vampire, Hard Hitting Question, Break Out, Wrench, and our rare is Doppelgang, Blue Green XXX. For each of X target permanents, create X tokens that are a copy of that permanent. So big copy spell, another Galvanize with a foil, and then a Swamp, and an art card, and a clue. Very cool. Getting there. Alright. Shady Informants. Murder. Oh my god, we got a reprint of Murder. That's cool. Glad to see that standard again. It's a cool one. That is the classic black removal spell. Black 1. Destroy target creature. The chase is on. Another full art. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike until the end of the turn, and then you investigate. If they went this way, Dramatic Accusation, Person of Interest, Thinking Cap, Magnetic Snuffler, Reckless Detective, Clandestine Meddler, and our rare is World Soul's Rage. So red-green X deals X damage to any target, put X land cards from your hand and/or graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. Foil locks it on eavesdropper, and a full art mountain. And then another art card and token. Or add card and token. Double.
I see.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Here's all my creatures. No, I know what I'm He is hurting. No. I know.
Say something.
Hello, I'm
It came with the dash of free.
It's gone.
Well, I got the deck.
There we go. Multi-screen chats. Okay, I should be able to see both chats. The video looking better. So that was what I did the first time. Yep. Cool. All right. Back to what we were doing. Escape tunnel. Rock farm Mortipede. Person of interest. Vengeful creeper. Behind the mask. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think it was just pulling from two places at the same time. Vintage Chronologist. No more lines. Burden of Fruit. Sumala Sentry. Elegant Parlor. Again, first rate. Ooh, new Tesa. We got a 1 white black. 2/3 Death Touch. At the beginning of your end step, investigate for each opponent who lost life this turn. Whenever a clue you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, make a white and black spirit creature token. This ability only triggers once each turn. That's pretty cool. Double rare pack there. Foil, and a forest, and an ad card. Alright. Auspicious Arrival. Gravestone Strider. Murder again. That art is so cool. Fanatical Strength, but we can see the full art of that one now. Kaya and Kellen. Looks like Kellen is on the plane now. That's cool. Public Thoroughfare. Cold Case Tracker. Suspicious Detonation. Insidious Roots. Black, green. Creature tokens you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Cool. That's pretty cool. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 0/1 green plant creature token, and then put a +1/+1 counter on each plant you control. That's awesome. Caught red-handed. Falling over here. Case of the Filched Falcon. Cool. When this case enters the battlefield, investigate, so make a clue token. If you control 3 or more artifacts, you solve it, and then it is blue 2, sacrifice this case, put 4 +1/+1 counters on target non-creature artifact. It gets a 0/0 bird flying in addition to its attack. Get a leg up. Axebane Ferox is a rare. 4 mana, 4/4 with Death Touch and haste. Ward, collect 4 evidence. That's pretty cool. Alley Assailant is our foil, and a full art swamp. And a token. Get to the bottom of this box, and then we'll crack straight into the collector's box. There's that spider token. Cool. Museum Night Watch. Sanguine Savior. Slice from the Shadows. Deduce with the full art. That one. That's pretty sweet. Shock. Biotime Alibi. Benefit Criminologists. Persuasive Interrogators. Oh, that's what's doing poison counters in this set. That's fun. Torch the Witness. Okay. X damage target creature. If excess damage was dealt to that creature this way, investigate. Neat. Sample Collector. Collect 3 evidence. Provod Haunch. Food Equipment. Okay. Equipped creature gets +1/+2. It's a food. And an equipment. That is neat. We got another Crankdoodle. Loving it. Hot Shot Investigators are foil, and then a foil for swamp. Or forest. That's not a swamp. A spider token. Due Diligence. Riftburst Hellion. That's good. Extract to Confession. Loxodon Eavesdropper. Rebel Belt Maverick. Sanitation Automation. Coerced to Kill. Lightning Helix. That's a heck of a reprint. Again, red, white burn looking super fun. Presumed Dead. Our rare is the Golgari Surveil land. I'm going to just stick that in my pocket real quick. We got a Mythic. Vanifar Evolved Enigma. Elf Ooze Wizard. 2 blue-green. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one. Cloak a card from your hand, so we get to know what that keyword means exactly now. Put it onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature with Ward 2. Target face up any time for its mana cost. It's a creature card. And you may put a +1/+1 on each colorless creature you control. That's it. Cool. Dig it. Put that one over here. And the foil is the Rakdos land. That's pretty cool. Almost looks like a mythic foil. And then you got a full art paint with a that's a weird one. A mysterious creature token. 2/2. You can cover a face down creature card with this reminder card. Okay, so this is like your morph token. Yeah, so they brought it back. It's called Disguise. And then you can cloak, which there was another card we pulled earlier that lets you cloak the top card of your opponent's library. So that's the Demir effect. So rather than straight up stealing stuff, you're cloaking and then playing it. Make your move. Extract a confession. Domain answers. Tunnel tipster. I still love that mole. He's adorable. Call a surprise witness. Again, I love this card because she's summoning a ghost to testify. Haha, you thought I was dead. Just kidding. Return target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a flying counter on it. It's a spirit. It's other types. That's awesome. Exit Specialist, Case File Auditor, and our rare is a Deadly Cover-Up. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may collect 6 evidence, so exile up to mana value 6 from your graveyard. Destroy all creatures if evidence was collected. Exile a card from the opponent's graveyard, then search its owner's library, hand, and library. Graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards to share that name, and exile them. The player shuffles and draws cards for each card from their hand and exile this way. So another way to get the end effect. Okay, we got a new Is It Legend. They've been fiending for one of those. That's what we got. Legendary creature, 5 blue-red. He's a menace, ward 2 haste. Whenever he attacks, sacrifice any number of other creatures, then exile the top X cards from the library, where X is the total power. You may cast any number of instant and sorcery cards from among the exiled cards without paying their mana cost. Holy cow, that sounds fun. Make a bunch of tokens and then just sack it and cast half your library. That'd be dope. Benthic Chronologist is our foil. We got Consigned to Oblivion. This is our set list card. Is it's cool? Golgari's better, man. I can't agree with you. Target opponent skirts to cards. That's cool. I'm loving this set list. Here's our Goblin token for the set. Look at this little guy. I prefer my Goblin tokens a little crustier than this guy, but he's not a bad one. So far, digging it. I'm loving these cards. Very, very cool. Alley is Singles. Inside Source. Extracting Feminist Rage. Projector Point Down on Crime. Innocent Bystander. Bubble Smuggler. Expose the Culprit. Buried in the Garden. Branch of Vitu-Ghazi. This is a new land, taps for colorless. You can disguise it as a 2/2. That's pretty funny. And then when it's turn face up, add 2 mana of any one color until end of turn, and you don't lose that mana in between steps and phases. Got another mythic here. We got Aurelia's Vindicator. 4 mana, 4/2 with Flying Lifelink and Ward 2 with the disguise of 3 white X. When it is turned face up, exile up to X other target creatures from the battlefield and/or creatures from graveyards. When it leaves the battlefield, return the exile cards to their owner's hand. Okay, that's interesting. I like that you can exile stuff from the graveyard and then put it back. That's a good one. Foil Swamp. Again, I'm loving that swamp art. I'm a big Golgari fan. Loving the mushrooms. Cerebral Confiscation. Riftburst Hellion. Market Watch Phantom. Basilica Stalker. Shock. Jaded Analyst, Slime Against Humanity. I'm so excited. That's 4 out of 50. 4 out of 50. The what? Case of the Trampled Garden. We've seen that one. Crime Novelist. Again, crazy card. We got our Surveil Land for Selesnya. Ill-Timed Explosion. You like your Is It cards. Here's another rare. 2 blue-red. Draw 2 cards. You may discard 2 cards. If you do, Ill-Timed Explosion deals X damage to each creature, where X is the greatest mana value among cards discarded this way. So a little bit of an Is It board wipe with some card draw. Gadget Technician. I mean, real. Not as bad as Slivers. I would rather play against an Ooze deck than a Sliver deck. Repeat Offender, Gravestone Strider, Novice Inspector, Red Herring, Behind the Mask, Airtight Alibi, Undercover Crocodile, not on my watch, Torch the Witness, again that is just so brutal, Presumed Dead, Provod Haunch, Lost in the Maze, They Went This Way is our foil, and then a full art island. Let's read that rare real quick. Blue X Flash. When it enters the battlefield, tap X creatures, put a stun counter on each of those creatures you don't control. tap creature you control have hexproof. And we got a human token strapped to. He doesn't sign it. Basilica Stalker, Fading Informant, Novice Inspector. Yeah, the full arts. I'm loving the full arts. Especially, there's a couple. These ones are really cool because you get them in common and uncommon slots as well. So it's not just like the rares and mythics. So I'm very very excited about that. Nervous Gardener, out cold. We got another dual card, Flotsam and Jetsam. Mill 3 cards, investigate, or each opponent mills 3 cards, then you may cast a spell from each opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost. Holy cow, that's good. If a spell cast this way would be put into a graveyard, exile it instead. Another one, push and pull. Destroy target tap creature, or put up to 2 target creature cards from a single graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. They can haste until end of turn, sacrifice them instead. Essence of Antiquity. Croft Edict's Memory. Legendary enchantment. Eidetic Memory. Okay, got it. Enters battlefield, draw a card. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you draw more than 1 card this turn, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is the number of cards you draw this turn, -1. What is the Little Mermaid reference? Oh, Flotsam and Jetsam, the name of the what do you call them? The eels. I got it. I got you. Assemble the players. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. Once each turn, you may cast a creature spell with power 2 or less from the top of the library. That's pretty cool. Our foil is a Greenbelt Radical. Our set list is in Mistvale Plains. And then a Lap Mountain. And a card with just a record. Reconstruction. Riftburst Hellion, Makeshift Binding, Goblin Mask Maker, this way, Unauthorized Exit, Undercover Crocodile, every time I say that name, Culvert Ambusher, Worm Horror, when he enters the battlefield or his turn face up, target creature blocks this turn of evil, and he is a 4/5, flips 4/5. Flavor text, I love it, just let the Golgari deal with it. We got another case here, Case of the Pilfered Proof. Whenever detective enters the battlefield under your control, and whenever a detective you control is turned face up, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Solved if you control 3 or more detectives. And then once it is solved, if 1 or more tokens will be created under your control this turn, those tokens create those tokens plus a clue token. Okay, that's pretty cool. Green Brand Smuggler. Good for your white meat tokens. Agency Outfitter. Audience with Trostani. Green 2. Put a 0/1 green plant creature token. Create a 0/1 green plant creature token. Then draw cards equal to the number of differently named creature tokens you control. Cold Crazy Cracker. Island, and then a art card. What is that art? Fugitive Codebreaker. That's pretty cool. Getting down to the last 3 packs here. Let's go ahead and track these. Agency Corner. Suspicious Arrival, Murder, Galvanize, Behind the Mask. No, I missed the Visitor Drinks. What was the reference? Person of interest, reasonable doubt. A lead pipe. Okay, cool. Glad I can give somebody a lead pipe now. That's cool. Case of the Getaway Express. When this case enters the battlefield, choose target creature you don't control. Each creature you control deals 1 damage to that creature. Okay. It's solved if 3 or more creatures attack this turn, and then if it's solved, creature you control get +1/+1. A knife. Just a freaking knife. Wow. I'm glad this is where Magic is at. I can just give a dude a knife. It's not even like a cool, it's just a knife. It's so funny. Case of the Ransack Lab. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. If you cast 4 or more instant sorcery spells this turn, you solve it. And then whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. Okay. Stealing that one for an Infinite deck. Holy cow. Forensic Gadgeteer is our rare. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate. Activated abilities of artifacts you control cost 1 less to activate. This effect can't reduce mana if it's less than 1 to less than 1. It's a knife. Britain could never. True. Foil Macabre Reconstruction and a full art for us. And then just an ad card. Dude, Case of the Ransack Lab. That thing looks nuts. That is not hard to do in an Inza deck at all. Just play 4 cantrips and then you just hog off, draw a card for every time you cast a spell. That's neat. Right here. Alley Assailant, Gravestone Strider. Full art Makeshift Binding. When it enters battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until it leaves. You gain 2 life. Rumble Belt Records. Unauthorized exit. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Surveil 1. Topiary Panther. Undercover Crocodile. Let's go. Gleaming Gear Drake. Leering Onlooker. Rope. Cool. Knife, rope, lead pipe. I'm loving it, dude. Our rare is a Drag the Canal. Create a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token. If creature died this turn, gain 2 life. Surveil 2, then investigate. New Lazav in the special art here. Wearer of Faces. Whenever he attacks, exile target card from a graveyard, then investigate. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, you may have Lazav become a copy of a creature card exiled within until end of turn. Soul Search is our foil, and then we got a Full Art Mountain. And then an art card. Looks like getting just a normal art card is a lot more cards. That's pretty cool. We got a Cerebral Confiscation, Shady Informants, Market Watch Phantom, Out Cold, Public Thoroughfare, Fight Down on Crime, Thinking Cap. All right, let's see if we can get some last pack magic going. Polygraph Orb, Scene of the Crime, and battlefield tapped. Add colorless, tap an untapped creature you control, add 1 mana of any color. And it's a clue as well, that's cool. Evidence Examiner, Forensic Researcher, and then rare Hide in Plain Sight. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, cloak 2 of them, and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Our foil is a Vengeful Tracker. We got an island, and then it looks like we got this special art for that slime ooze lady we saw earlier. And then it's just our card. So that's the bottom of our box of play boosters. Honestly, those boosters felt pretty good to open. I liked the mix. I would say feels somewhere in between a set and a draft booster. Let's see. I did not pay attention to how many you get in the pack. Let's look at the box. Let's see. Cards. 36 boosters, so we're going back to just like old draft boxes. 36 boosters in the box. Pretty cool. All right. And now for the good stuff. Opening a collector's box. Yeah, so it is a clue theme set. It is called Murders at Karlov Manor. It is literally a murder mystery, and I believe it even has a clue time, like the game Clue. So it's kind of neat. It's like a weird clue mixed in with like your classic Ravnica stuff. So we got like those modal cards, the dual cards, and then just like guild stuff. So kind of cool. Airtight alibi, hot shot investigators, dog walker, public thoroughfare, long goodbye, Somala Century, chalk outline, a foil alert island, makeshift binding, not on my watch. Tolsmere, Midnight's Light. We saw him earlier. He's the guy that hangs out with Vola. So that's cool. A extended art Axebane Ferox, so Death Touch Haste or collect 4 cards. This looks like one of the commander cards. Eye of Duskmantle. Cool to see eye cards. 7 mana, 3/8 flying lifelink. You may play lands and cast spells from loan cards in your graveyard. You've surveilled this turn. If you cast a spell this way, you pay life equal to its mana cost rather than paying its mana cost. That's a cool graveyard card. Anzrag's Rampage. 2 red, 3 sorcery. Destroy all artifacts you don't control. Then exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of artifacts put into graveyards for the battlefield this turn. You may put a creature card exiled this way onto the battlefield. It gains haste. Return it to your hand at the beginning of the next phase. Foil extended art hide in plain sight. Okay. Suddenly I have changed my mind. You can now pull foil art cards. That is a foil art card with a token on the back. I wonder if that's just because it's the token card. I am excited to see if there's just foil art cards. That would be very cool. That's pretty sweet.
I'm gonna all
All right.
We'll get there.
Red herring. Novice Inspector. Sweaty hands could never. Fanatical Strength. Riftburst Hellion. Harried Dronesmith. Repulsive Mutation. Again, loving that counterspell. Aftermath Analyst. Full Art Planes. Call a Surprise Witness. Again, I love that card. It is hilarious. Unauthorized Exit. Judith Carnage Connoisseur. As our rare. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, choose spell, choose one. That spell gains Death Touch and Lifelink. That's weird. You're giving an instant and a sorcery Death Touch and Lifelink. Okay. Didn't know you could do that. That's neat. Or you can create a 2/2 red imp creature token with this creature dies, deal 2 damage to each opponent. That's a cool one. Full Art Lamplight Phoenix. Ransom Note, another one of the commander cards. Enters the battlefield, surveil 1, pay 2, sacrifice. Cloak the top card of your library, goad target creature, or draw a Fugitive Codebreaker. We saw his art card earlier. Let's see what he does. 2 mana, 2/1, prowess haste. Oh, no, we've seen this guy. This is just, the art is way different. So when you face up, you can sacrifice him. Or no. When he is turn face up, discard your hand, drop 3 cards. That's cool. Ooh, and we got a special art. One of the stamped ones. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but there is an outline and tallies on the foiling here. This is a Vein Ripper, 6/5 flying, ward sacrifice a creature. Whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That is crazy. I feel like I need a sleeve for that. I don't know anything about these foils. I feel like that might be worth a thing or two. Ooze and a detective. I don't know what that is, but that's really cool. I love the like little tally marks. That's awesome. I love that. Like a murderer vibe set. That's like just like yeah, we're grabbing manager's grabbing sleeve right now. Repeat offender. Oh, let me clear these out of the way. Boosh. Repeat offender. Projector inspector. Goblin mask maker. They went this way. Case of the Gateway Express candlestick. Scene of the crime. Yeah, that is very cool. Foil full art forest. Expose the culprits. Demand answers. Illicit Masquerade is a new rare here. Flash, when in this battlefield, put an imposter counter on each creature you control. Don't know what that does. First time I'm seeing an imposter thing be referenced. Whenever a creature you control with an imposter counter dies, exile it. Return up to one other target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And another Illicit Masquerade, but this one before the singer. Oh gosh. Okay, this is my favorite card I've seen so far ever. Not even kidding this time. Prisoner's Dilemma. We got a 4. This is one of the commander-only cards. Each opponent secretly chooses Silence or Snitch. Then the choices are revealed. If each opponent chooses Silence, Prisoner's Dilemma deals 4 damage to each of them. If each opponent chooses Snitch, Prisoner's Dilemma deals 8 damage to each of them. Otherwise, Prisoner's Dilemma deals 12 damage to each opponent who chose Silence. Flashback. So you get to literally do like the Prisoner's game in the game, and he's just like, my favorite part about this card, as someone else has said, is you're gonna play this card one game, and then it's gonna piss your friends off the next game because they're gonna be like, remember last time when you said snitch? Remember when you said snitch and you got us all killed, right? And it's gonna be hilarious to watch people hold grudges over this card. That's awesome. A full art of the Surveil land for Azorius. That's cool. A rare Doomkeeper Thrall. Flash flying 1/2. Artifact and creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. So another stacks piece. And then another foil art card. Yet to see one that is just an art card. So we'll see if that is a thing. Let me pull out all of the special arts real quick here. Boop. You know what? Let's start Rose art. Fight down on crime. Crime Stopper Sprites. Market Watch Phantom. Sanitation Automation. Case of the Burning Masks. Vengeful Tracker. Case of the Trampled Garden. Full Art Mountain. Curious Cadaver. Colbert Ambusher. Assassin's Trophy got a reprint. Is that upcycled or is that just a rare? That's just a rare. Glad that's a reprint as a Golgari player. I don't like paying $8 for that removal spell. Krenko's Buzz Crusher. Okay, so it's got my favorite goblin on it, everyone's favorite goblin on it. 4/4 Flying Trample, Insect Thopter. When it enters the battlefield, for each player, destroy up to one non-basic land that player controls. For each land destroyed this way, its controller may search the library for your basic land, put it on the battlefield, tap, and shuffle. I don't know why that has anything to do with Krenko, but I love it. He's just got a big, giant flying machine that he's just gonna tear stuff up. That's awesome. Redemption Arc, everyone's favorite anime arc. Ancient Creature is indestructible and is goaded. You can pay to exile Ancient Creature. Ooh, we got the Rakdos. We got the Rakdos here. This is the new Rakdos in the... I don't know what style this is. This looks like the ones from March the Machine. I don't know why we're seeing this rather than the sets full art, but that's cool. Flying Trample at the beginning of your instep, target opponent may sacrifice 2 non-land non-token permanents. If they don't, you draw 2 cards. That's pretty cool. And then we got a foil doppelgang and a clue with another part of the investigation. I wonder, are these parts of... Hold, please, for the folks at home. I wonder if these make... Okay, so we have 2 of that one. Would you mind going through here and seeing if you can find more pieces for that? We're going to have someone look through and see if we can find a set of that. Put those there. I'm beginning to believe, if you will. I'm gonna watch. If you stick around till the end of the stream, guys, I'm gonna bend a spoon later with my mind. All right. Slice from the shadows. Make your move behind the mask. Gravestone Strider. Eliminate the impossible. Meddling Youths. Hard-hitting question. Full Art Islands. Slice from the shadows. Makeshift binding. Okay, we got some cool new rares here. War Leader's Call. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So it's, oh gosh, what's that comment from Cons? Impact Tremors for 1 more mana. But it also adds an effect. Oh, Leyline of the Guild Pack. I don't know how good this card will be, but people are pretty hyped about it. It's a Leyline that is for all colors, so I want you to play a rainbow deck. That's pretty cool. It'd probably be good in the mid-miss deck if that's something you want to do. Copy Catchers. This is going to be commander cards. Flying. Whenever you surveil, you may pay 1 and a blue. If you do, create a token. It's a copy of Copy Catchers. That's cool. There's another Kylox. That's cool. Loving it. Is it guy? Shadowy Backstreet. Plains, Swamp, Surveil. That's a 4-art one, so that's pretty cool. We got another one of these. I'll put that up above here and see if we can make a full one. I don't quite see how these stick together. Oh wait, hold on. Perhaps. Oh yeah, they definitely make some kind of picture. Don't know. Looks like we're missing one. Okay. Okay, we'll hang out and see if there's another one. I think we have it figured out. I think we have figured out the tokens that stick together. Unauthorized exit. Cerebral Confiscation. Rubble Belt Maverick. Undercover Crocodile. Case File Auditor. Polygraph Orb. Insidious Roots. Black green creature tokens you have. Oh, okay, we saw that one. Swamp on the job. Slice from the shadows. Case of the Crimson Pulse. Relive the past. Return up to 1 target effect card, up to 1 target land card, up to 1 target non-aura enchantment card. From your graveyard to the battlefield, they are 5/5 elemental creature tokens. Elemental creatures in addition to their types. Nelly Borka, Impulsive Accuser. I believe this is one of the face commanders for the commander deck. But now we have a fuller one, so if you want to upgrade your deck a little bit, here you go. Vigilance 2/4. Whenever she attacks, suspect target creature, then goad all suspected creatures. Whenever 1 or more creatures an opponent controls deals combat damage to 1 or more of your opponents, you and the controller of those creatures each draw a card. That's pretty cool. Argus Kos, Spirit of Justice. A mythic here, another mythic. Double Strike Vigilance 2/4. Whenever he attacks, enters the battlefield or attacks, choose up to 1 target creature. If it's suspected, exile it. Otherwise, suspect it. Yaris, Roar of the Old Gods. Again, I love that art. It is so cool. That's a triple mythic pack, by the way. 2 of which are foil, all of which are special arts. Other creatures have haste. Whenever 1 or more face down creatures you control deal combat to a player, draw a card. Whenever a face card creature you control dies, return the battlefield face down, then flick face up. And a cute little dog token. Look at him. That's adorable. Because of the dude that makes the 1/1 dogs. Why is he so cute? In all the arts, it's like these little mean, like bloodhounds hunting people. But no, this is the token you make. It's adorable. I wasn't like super excited for this set. I mean, I saw some cool cards, but after like looking through these packs, there is some very neat stuff in there. This actually looks like a standard rotation. I might not mind. Reasonable Doubts, Museum Night Watch, Person of Interest, Vengeful Creeper, Forum Familiar, Presumed Dead, Rune-Brained Juggler, Forest, Demand Answers, Expose the Culprits, Analyze the Pollen, as an additional cost to cast a spell, you may collect 8 points. Search your library for a basic land card. If evidence was collected, instead search your library for a creature or land card. Reveal that card, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Cryptic Coat. Hot Pursuit. This is another one of the commander cards. When it enters the battlefield, suspect target creature and opponent controls, as long as Hot Pursuit remains on the battlefield, that creature is also goaded. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if 2 or more players have lost the game, gain control of all goaded and suspected creatures until end of turn. Untap them. The game haste. Holy cow. That is awesome. I know somebody very excited about this card. We got Aurelia above the law, or the law above. 4/4 flying vigilant haste. Yep. Whenever a player attacks with 3 or more creatures, you draw a card. Whenever a player attacks with 5 or more creatures, she deals 3 damage to each of your opponents, and you gain 3 life. That is very cool. And again, I know some people very excited about that card. Another full art Axebane Ferox. This one's foil. And then a Spider and Detective.
It's gonna be great.
I pulled a couple cards I think you're gonna like. There's one that's Imbac Trevor's, but Boros.
I know. We'll see. Limited cards. That's
Can you go shut the alarm off?
Let's go outside.
Yes. It's just a little switch on the side. Just push it.
On the side of it.
There's a little box with a red light on it. Inside. It's a little distracting inside. Dramatic Accusation. Offender at Large. Griffknot Tracker. Brackish Scoundrel. Expose the Culprit. Furtive Career. Push and Pull. Full Art Forest. Soul Innervation. The Chase is on. We got a foil of that mythic we pulled earlier. Flying, you may collect 10 evidence rather than paying the mana cost for spells you cast. Urgent Necropsy, a full art of the other mythic we pulled, so that's a double mythic pack so far. Knowledge is Power, that's another one of the commander cards. Creature you control get plus X, where X is the number of cards you've drawn. That's pretty cool. Hedge Maze, that's the blah, 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 blah. Simic one, that's the Simic Surveil land. Judith Carnage Connoisseur, this is the full art version of that card. Loving it. That looks so sweet. I love that, like, almost like comic book style. Some of them have. It's pretty cool. Actually, I'll set that one aside. I had some other, I think, like that card. Another foil token here. Set that one up there. To the bottom here, we got 4 more packs. Yeah, she looks very, very Maleficent in that picture. Rebel Belt Braggart. Agency Corner, Pick Your Poison, Shady Informant, Persuasive Interrogators, Case of the Filched Falcon, Case of the Shattered Pact, Full Art Plains, Magnetic Snuffler, we got a full art, that's so cute, Deduce, Coveted Falcon is our rare, Artifact Creature Bird Flying, when it attacks, gains control of target permanent you own but don't control. Disguise, when Coveted Falcon is turned face up, target opponent gains control of any number of target permanents you control. Draw a card for each one they gain this way. That's pretty cool. So you give them a bunch of stuff and then steal it back. That's weird. No Witnesses. Let me guess, this is a whiteboard wipe. Each player who controls the most creatures investigates, then destroy all creatures. Got it. Cool. We got a Vidalcan Detective here. Morska Undersea Sleuth. You have no maximum hand size at the beginning of your upkeep. Make a clue token. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put 2+1/+1 counters on Morska. Sweet. War Leader's Call is a rare. And then the Is It Surveil land. And then a Thopter. I like that Thopter a lot. That's a cool Thopter. His little magnifying glass. And a Detective. That's weird. He's a 0/0 Thopter instead of a 1/1. I wonder what makes 0/0 Thopters. I don't know. Classic 3-packs here. Yeah, that Thopter's a little cutie. Cold Cage Cracker, Galvanized, Makeshift Binding, Nervous Gardener. It doesn't add up. Absolving Lamassu, Fuss and Bother, Mountain. The chase is on. Magnetic Snuffler, but foil this time. Forensic Gadgeteers are rare. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate. Activated abilities you control, one less to activate. This cannot reduce the mana to less than 1. Haunted Bone Brute. This is one of the ones that makes those white dog tokens, the little cute ones. Again, it's got like little bloodhounds in the picture, but it makes a little cute little puppy. Unexplained Absence, that's cool art. For each player, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls. For each permanent exiled this way, its controller cloaks the top card of their library. Reenact the Crime. Undergrowth Recon, this is a very cool card. 2 green, white. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target land from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So it is, what is that card? Crucible of Worlds. But it is not optional, and it doesn't take. You're playing a land for a turn, so you can actually get 2 lands a turn for this. Definitely going to have to negotiate to get that card put in my graveyard deck.
Oh, we still on. Yeah, I've been down that he's wait. Where are you planning on? I'm going to 3 with my assault body.
Alright, we got Edge of Deuce. Inside Source, Escape Tunnel, Crowd Control Warden, Sanctuary Wall, Cease and Desist, Magnetic Stuffler, we got Fuller Island, Auspicious Arrival, Murder, Hedge Maze, Treacherous Greed as our rare. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature that dealt damage this turn. Draw 3 cards, each opponent loses 3 life, gain 3 life. For 3 mana, pretty good. Havoc Eater, Elemental. When Havoc Eater is the battlefield, for each opponent, go to the 1 target creature you that opponent controls. Put X +1/+1 counters on Havoc Eater. Where X is the total power of creatures goaded this way. Holy cow. Oh, and we got a full art of the Niv Mizzet Guild Pact. So this is the one that cares about playing dual-colored, multicolored cards. So he wants you to play your Golgari cards, your Izzet cards, all of that. And then he can let you draw cards and gain life and things like that whenever you do so. So that is pretty cool. And then we got Pyrotechnic Performer. Again, really good if you want to do a flip deck. Every time you flip a card, he deals damage equal to that creature's power to each opponent. Very good for closing games. And we got a clue token. Looks like the one we're missing here, actually. Let me figure out where that goes. Looks like there's 5 of these, and we might be missing one. Oh yeah, looks like we might be missing one. Okay, very cool.
All of your guys' creatures are for the battlefield.
Oh my god.
That's a bummer. I hope we don't have to open another box to get all of these cool foils to make a pretty picture for us. On Friday. Hazda Vigilante, Suspicious Detonation, Murder, Fairy Snoop, Slimy Dual Leech, Cornered Crook, Hustle and Bustle, Full Art Wump, Dramatic Accusation, Convenient Target, Kylox's Volt Strider. So this is that new Izzet guy. This is his sick ride. 4/4 vehicle. Collect 6 evidence. It becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Whenever it attacks, you may cast an instant sorcery card from one card's exiled with it. If that card would be put into a graveyard, put it on the bottom of its owner's library instead. So it adds some spell recursion for an Izzet deck, which is really cool. Connecting the dots. Whenever a creature you control attacks, exile the top card of your library face down. Pay 1 and a red, discard your hand, sacrifice connecting dots, put all cards exiled with connecting dots into their owner's hands. True Identity. Whenever True Identity or another permanent you control is turned face up, scry 1, then draw a card. This ability only triggers once each turn. Lush Portico is the Celestia. Relive the Past. We've seen that one. And we got a Thopter and an Ooze. I think we're missing one.
Yeah.
Well, that looks like that does it for us. Let's show you what we got for these cards. So those are the 3 we got that look connected. If you can see that. And then it looks like there's another one that goes here. And then there's this one that doesn't quite fit up on either side. Don't know quite where that goes. But so we're probably missing some or a couple. But
In numerical order.
are they in numerical order? Yes, so 41. So we're missing. They are in numerical order. So there's 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So we're missing 42 here. Other than that, I feel like that was a pretty cool opening. There's some very cool cards in this set. I had a lot of fun opening it. Hope to see you guys come in for Friday. We're running a pre-release for this set. And on that day, all these cards should be up for sale. Singles. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Singles are a week after, so 2 weeks from now. I apologize. But we will have pre-release on Friday. So still, you can come in, buy a pre-release kit, open these cool cards for yourself. I think that's all we wanted to do. All right. Have a good one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned about play boosters a little bit. Have a good one.